Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Project Genom. Now this is going to be the start of a tutorial walkthrough for this game. Now, as you can see over there on the side, I do have a level 21 character, and I have learned a lot of stuff when it comes to this game. We're going to be going through, I'm going to be sharing that information with you, and we're going to go one step at a time with each and every quest into a different episode. So if you do get stuck on a quest, you come back in here, type in the name on Google or YouTube, and you should be able to find a video for it here on our series and be able to get through it fairly easy. Some of the higher end quests I still haven't figured out myself, and as soon as I do, we'll be doing episodes on there. So without any further ado, guys, let's get into starting the game. Now, you do have to come in here and create a character. Right now, you can only create a male or a female, and you can't change any of the characteristics, but as soon as you can, that is going to be a really cool thing. Now, I do hope that they add in the feature that you can go back and change your character as well, but it's going to be one of those things we'll have to see. Now, the game just came out, so on Steam, there are a lot of people getting the game right now, a lot more than they were expecting, and so if you buy the game today, you're going to get a little bit of lag in there, especially if you're on the US servers. Now, they did add 2 Russian servers and 2 English servers, and they're going to be adding a couple more American servers here pretty soon. The provider that they were going with didn't have them available overnight, so they do have to wait a little while for that to come up, but they are aware of the issues, and they were trying to do everything they can to resolve those. Now, they weren't expecting the boom that they got out of this. It's still a game in alpha, so they were expecting, a certain number of people to be interested, and they got so much more. It shot up to like number 4 on the Steam list. So yeah, tons and tons of people. That's why it's taking a little while here. So if you run into the game and you click on an item trying to inspect it and you're not able to, just give it a second, stand right there, and it should fix itself in a couple minutes or a couple seconds, hopefully. Now, you are in the game. How do you move around? Well, you can move around with your second mouse button. You hold it down. You can turn left. You can turn right. You can look up. You can look right, down, and you can turn all the way around. That is your character right there. You can't zoom in. You can't zoom out with the scroll wheel or any of that stuff. To move around, you want to use the WASD keys. W to go forward, A to go right or left, and D to go right. You guys figure it out. It's not that difficult on that one. To run, you want to hold down the shift button and move like that. So you can see this is his walking speed and this is his running speed. Fairly easy right there. Now, if you want to inspect something, walk up to it and press the E button.
I hope he's alive.
And you can hear the voice acting. A lot of people have compared that to a Russian Vin Diesel. From what I heard, that is actually a computer synthesized voice. Holy crap, couldn't get that out. Yeah, so it is going to be changed down the road. They're going to do voice acting for a lot of their characters. Not in the game just yet, but they do plan for it to be in there fairly soon as well. So let's go ahead and inspect this. Now, you have just woken in cryo sleep. There's stuff going on. Things have blown up. There's a couple people dead. Don't know if this guy's dead or not. His eyes are completely open. He might still be alive, but this guy over here has definitely died.
This isn't what I imagined my awakening would be like. Where is everybody?
So he's trying to figure out what's going on. You're just kind of inspecting things right now.
Some batteries.
Now, they're showing you a lot of items in here that do absolutely nothing for you, never will, but they want you to get a feel for what these things are on the ground. So those are batteries right there. If you see them in the game later on, you will know that's what a battery looks like. It is a new game for you, so you will have no idea what any of this stuff is until they tell you, and that's exactly what this area is for. Now, this will also give you a rundown of how to use your controls. You can see it right there. Fairly cool little picture using the WASD keys to move your character and move your mouse around to look, shift to accelerate, and hold right mouse button to focus. Focusing is something that you will not be able to do until you really get a gun. Like, that's the focus right there. Once you get a gun, it zooms in like, I don't know, 5 to 10 times more on the zoom, so that is going to be something you really want to use more often.
God, it's freezing.
Now, when you zoom in, you actually do more damage with your weapon, so to interact with a character, approach him or her and press the E after opening the dialog box, so we'll get to that as well.
The veins must be glowing after it.
So those are a little bit of radiation.
Some documents.
Again, they're just trying to teach you what these items are. I think a little bit too much, too early. Those little vials, those are little pieces of paper, documents for a quest down the road. You need to know what those are.
What is this shrimp? This kind of creatures doesn't ring any bells with me.
So you have escaped Earth to colonize another planet. Apparently Earth has been completely and totally made inhabitable. And so you are part of an arc system going to another planet, and these are one of the natural creatures on there. Apparently got inside the base with you. To interact with an object or a particular place, you need to go up to it and press the E button. So we'll do that here in a minute. You also see this one, press Q to take out or hide your weapon. A lot of people have a problem with this one when they come in here. They can't find their weapon. They're like, where's my weapon? It says I need to have a weapon right here. I think they should move this this little tutorial all the way up here onto the door, because that is where you need to go. You need to talk to the door, and it sounds weird to talk to the door, but there is a camera up there, and you're going to be talking to somebody through the door, I should say. And once you do that, you can come back and get your weapon. There's an ammo box here. Press E to refill your ammo. There's some pants over here, and if you press E, you should get... You should get the pair of pants. You'll see in the bottom left-hand corner a little chat bar, and it says you received items, Raider pants. Now, if you hit the I button, it will take you into your inventory, and you'll see I have nothing in here. You're like, where did my pants go? Well, you have tabs up here on the top. Your first tab is your armor tab, and there are your armor, all the items you have over here that are unlocked that you can now possibly hold. That's a total of 8 items, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's actually a fairly decent size inventory item slot for you right now. You can see down here, armor 2, shields 8, energy 12, and weight 7. As far as I can tell, weight doesn't really do very much or anything really in the game yet. Energy is your ability to recharge your shields, and it does affect other weapons down the road. Shields, as they sound, are shields, and armor is pretty much your life. So the more armor you have, the more life you're going to get. We're going to go ahead and put those on, and you can see your character changes here, and your stats over here on the side will change as well. Now, if you click on this, one of the other things you need to be aware of, and I know we're going through a lot of stuff, but there's a lot of information you need to understand at this very first stage before you go any further into the other quest, is tactical armor. Tactical armor is a type of armor that you can have. You can also have, let's actually go into our second tab here on the top, the one that looks like a little gun, and we'll go into our armor tab here. You actually see, if we hover over it, it says tactical, sabotage, and assault. Those are the first 3 tabs. Those are the only types of armor that are in the game at the moment. You're also going to have the exo, tactic, sabotage, and assault. I believe those are going to be for a combination of like a robotic type of armor that you do not have access to yet. If you're wearing tactical armor and you get hit, your tactical armor skill, or the weapon skill right here, will go up, and you can see it's 0 out of 1 on each one of these tabs. As you get better and better with those things, those numbers will go up, and I think right now I'm at like 135, it's like 60 something at 135 on each one of these, so that is going to help you improve. Now, you can use the points that you get on any one of these trees on any one of the other trees. So if you get, say, 2 points into your assault armor and you want to use those 2 points into your tactical mastery, you can do that. Another thing you also want to keep in mind is the tactical mastery seems to have more armor class, more health for you, whereas the assault armor seems to have more shields, and the shields recharge a lot quicker than your life does, so you might want to go with shields. Now, if you want a combination of the two, right down the middle, the commando armor is going to be the armor you want for yourself. Now, this is one of the hardest ones to get in the game right now, just because there's not very much of it around, and you need a high-level commando skill to use most of the ones you find. So anytime you find commando skill, I would say hang on to it just so you can level it up, even if it's not the greatest that you have, just when you want to go out there and fight. Remember, you do have to get hit for this to level up. So even if you are really good at the game, don't go through every fight just shooting it long before it gets to you. You need to level this up. Also, if you come back into your gun skill, you will see you also have the gun skills here. You have your pistol. Pistol, again, is going to be the very first weapon you get, and once you do that, you can start leveling this one up. Machine gun is going to be the second one that you get, and you can start leveling that up. Beyond that, you're not going to get any of these other ones for a long time until they integrate them into the game, such as the sniper rifle, the shotgun. The melee weapons aren't in the game just yet, but those are ones you'll be able to level up as well, and you level those up by using those weapons. So if you want to level your pistol up, use your pistol. You want to level your machine gun, use your machine gun. Fairly decent. You're going to be using both of them, actually. The weapons are not really that difficult to level up, to be honest. Now, if we go back to your inventory, you will see we're on the armor tab. If you click the second tab, this is your weapons tab. We'll go in there for the weapon later on. You have other tabs in here as well. These are ones we'll cover as we need to, so we don't have to cover everything right now because that's a lot of stuff that you guys are probably looking at. And we'll go ahead and select this one. And we have one more thing over here. We'll go ahead and talk to him.
There's some liquid in these barrels. Something stinky.
All right, so we will talk to the door now. You can see a little exclamation mark over it, and that means that is a quest that you can probably turn in when this one's just going to finish right for us. So let's go ahead and hit the E button.
What are you doing inside? Listen carefully. I don't know if you've heard, but the emergency conservation protocol is on. I can see you on the monitor. I'll help you get out of there. First, let's open this door. We're lucky it's not a bulkhead door. But you still won't be able to open it. Not with your bare hands. We're gonna need a special tool.
Alright, so it shows you the text in case you don't have the sound on. These are your choices over here on the right. You can say okay, or you can move away. Those are really the only choices you ever get, is whatever it wants you to say, and then no, I don't want to do this quest. Rewards are down here on the bottom. It will say rewards. Experience is going to be 71. Credits is going to be 18. Credits are somewhat important, but not really that bad. And then, of course, it tells you the quest down here on the bottom right corner under that. So if there is multiple quests you can do from whatever you're talking to, you can actually click down here and you can switch between them, so you don't necessarily have to turn in a quest to a certain NPC, because sometimes it gives you a choice. Do you turn that item into NPC A, or do you turn it into NPC B? And you may already have a quest for NPC B, and you don't want to get locked into having turned that one in just because it popped up first. So that is where you come down there to kind of switch between those. We're going to go ahead and say okay. And we can come over here and talk to him.
You got unlucky, buddy. Not a merciful death.
And if we come back over here, I believe the gun. Where is the gun? Did it already give me one? Let's actually look into our inventory and see if we got the gun. It hasn't given us the gun yet. Nope, not there. Where was the gun? It was over here somewhere, I thought. Hold there for a second. There we go.
See, you found the laser cutter. I think you'll be able to open the door with it.
So all we had to do is we didn't actually have to hit the E button. We just had to stand there for a second. And there's going to be quests like that where you stand there, you see the bar move across the screen. It's either examining something, unlocking something, using a skill of yours to get a quest available for you. So give it time. If you ever see that pop up, you definitely want to let those do it, because you're going to be very much rewarded for doing that. So now we have our weapon, our very first one, Plasma Cutter. It's a pistol, plasma damage 7 to 12, fire rate is 5, crit multiplier 130%, and firing range 5,000. The firing range is usually the same. 5,000 for pistols is about common for that one. Magazine capacity will change, reload speed will change, accuracy, and so on and so forth. Damage is really all you're concerned with at the moment. It's not going to be the fastest firing weapon, but it is the most accurate weapon that you're going to get. A machine gun is a little bit better in my opinion. So all you have to do is right click on it and hit the little fist button. Now if you are in your inventory and you're trying to select something to equip it, you hit that little fist button and it will equip it. If you are in a shop and trying to sell something and you click that little button, it will sell that item. The little other symbol right there is the drop item, and if you drop something on the ground, it is gone. You will not see it on the ground and be able to pick it back up. You can't drop something to trade it with somebody. It's dropped, it's gone right now. Later on in the game, once they develop it a little bit more, they may change that so you can trade things by dropping them. Now, that is not a thing. So don't drop anything at all unless you're willing to destroy it. That is the destroy button, basically, at this point. So let's go ahead and exit out of our inventory. If you want to open your weapon, bring it out into the open for you, hit the Q button. That will unsheath it right there, and then of course hit the second mouse button, hold it down, and you will zoom into it. And you want to aim for these little circles on the side. Of course, it's reloading. You can hit the R button to reload yourself. So if we hit the R button right there, we'll reload. You can see in the bottom right hand corner the amount of ammo you have. 439 rounds and 10 rounds at a time. So let's go ahead and shoot the second one.
There's a group of live objects ahead of you. You must be on the right track. Come on, move.
Alright, so you can see these bugs right here. We are going to be fighting some of these here pretty soon.
What could have disfigured him so much?
You can see them over there in the distance. Now, once you fire at those bugs, they are going to be coming running straight for you. If you hit them in the back, right there where that little blue bubble is, you're going to do a crit hit on it most of the time. So that's what we're aiming for. You're only going to get one shot, so make it count. And now he's coming straight at us. Some of these are very much aggro when it comes to their friends. Now, you can run away from it, then do your sprint, and then re-aim on it. Now, it dropped an item. You want to run up to that, hit the E button to pick it up, And when you do that, if you want to know where to actually put it, you can come over here into your inventory and check the little panels. Sometimes it goes into one slot, sometimes it goes into the other. This little square one right here is where most of these items will go, and you can only have so many of them. Most of these you want to hold on to because they're going to be used in a quest down the road, but some of them aren't. So once you use them and you know you don't need them anymore, you can sell these items just like any of the other ones. You can come in here and hit that little fist button right there when you're in a shop, and it will sell those items so you don't have to destroy them. Now once you've gone into your equipment like that, your weapon will be automatically holstered, so you got to pull that back out again. Make sure it is always reloaded. There you go. Research, interacting with objects of research eye. So that's what I was telling you about before. You got some more objects over here.
Ooh, I'm all covered in it.
You will see that we picked up a quest just from examining that. Strange barrels. And if you go into your inventory, one of the things you can start learning is the hot buttons. I is for your inventory, C is for your character screen, Z is for your quest log. And here you go. Right here, this is your quest log. This is the main story mission right here. Get out of the damaged unit. And it shows you what you get out of it. It also shows you a brief description of what the quest says at the beginning. Now, this is the main tab right here. If you go to the second tab that looks like a question mark, it will show you your secondary objectives. Third tab will show you your research, and that's where this quest falls. And for this one, it says, you have been infected, take a medication, or the disease may get worse. So we can hit track on that one. That will put the little yellow bar next to it and show it on the right-hand side when we're in the main screen. Or we can hit the show map button, and it will show us right here, first step. That is the main mission that we're on, and this is where we're going to be achieving that quest. So we are going to be finishing these off fairly soon. At least one of them anyways.
Shit, it's empty.
Remember, bring out your equipment, your weapon.
Defibrillator.
All right.
Well, I'll be damned. Are those diggers? What the hell are they doing here?
So this is another quest that popped up when we got to a certain location. You didn't have to actually examine anything. You just had to be in a certain location at a certain time. Now we're going to have to kill 5 of these guys. Now, do not be afraid to get hit. You can, of course, run from it as you're firing, but it is better to aim at it. You're going to do a lot more damage. But I will show you, if you want to jump, hit the spacebar, and that will help you get out of areas. And that's what it looks like when you're trying to fire without aiming. You just kind of fire all over the place. It is very, very difficult. I don't really like it too much. I find that I miss 90% of the time. If you look up in the top left corner, you will see our life and our shields up there. And let's go ahead and pick these things up as well. So our yellow bar at the top left corner, the 85 out of 100 is our life, and the shields are not actually there right now, which is why we're losing life every time we get hit. Now your life will regenerate over time, like I said before, but it is fairly slow. Your shields are a lot faster. Items drop from enemies, yeah, so you just pick those up.
Remedies, they're everywhere.
There we go. We don't need to be worried about ammo, guy. There is an ammo crate right over there. You guys can loot anytime you want. It doesn't run out of ammo.
To the freight elevator.
And you will find plenty of them in certain locations. So it's not like you have to worry that, oh, I'm going to run out of ammo, I need to conserve it. Ammo really is not a thing in this game very often, unless you've been out hunting for a long time away from like a safe spot. And he is jumping all over the place, trying to make sure I can't hit him. And yeah, we got him right there. Okay, let's run a little bit. Remember, jump is the space bar. Should be fairly easy for you to kind of move around with that. One more guy left. Let's go, actually 2 more guys, 3 more, 4 more. Let's go ahead and bust these guys out. Let's reload. We got 4 rounds. You want to make sure you reload often, guys. Make sure you have a full magazine before starting a fight. Because if you have situations like this, last thing you want to do is worry about having to reload. There we go. One more. I thought he was dead. All right, we are doing this, guys. One more guy, and that should be fairly good. Come on. Oh, he's jumping all over the place on me, huh? Nope, didn't kill him in one shot. I think we missed that first initial massive damage on his shell, which is why I was telling you guys, make sure you get that if you possibly can. Find their weak points.
These boxes are everywhere.
Now we can come through here.
Break or something.
And we can get
Raider jacket. Not bad.
So make sure you come in here and get your Raider jacket now that you have it. Make sure you come in here and put it on. You can see right there the stats: 2 armor, 7 shields. We're definitely going to put that on. You can see your outfit changed. Bring your gun back out.
Oh my god. How many corpses are here?
And that is all that's in this room. It pays to explore, guys. Make sure you look around. Now, I think that was everything. One more thing here.
I'm not going to touch these barrels anymore.
Since he's already been infected.
Something has exploded here.
Alright, now this door over here, I believe, does not open.
The door is blocked.
And if we keep coming over here, I believe there's a couple more things we could look at, like this.
Injector. You could heal yourself with that.
And then, of course, the blood trail right here.
It seems like someone survived.
And we are going to be looking through that. You can see there are some graphics.
The grid is too hot.
Such as the smoke coming out. So they're going to be adding a lot more of that too. Remember, it's in alpha. You run across anything strange, but...
What a mess. Looks like things are not going too well.
And there's going to be some enemies over here in a second. There's one right there. Alright, reload it. There was one more over there. You can see him kind of hiding behind the corner. We're going to shoot him as soon as he peeks out. Nope, he is not coming out of that corner. Well, we're going to have to get a little closer, unfortunately. There we go. Oh, man. We missed, like, most of those shots right there. Come on, reload, reload, reload. You could do it. Oh. And he was just sitting there for the longest time. Okay, we killed one right there. Now, you can look in this way.
Smoke. We can't go here.
So you can see that area is kind of off limits because of what's going on.
I'm not that cold to jump right into the fire.
We'll go a little bit further here.
Junk, junk, and more junk. Nothing. They've already taken everything useful. Pretty good boots.
So there you go. For looking around, you get an extra pair of boots here, guys. And remember, tactical armor on this one, tactical armor on that one, and tactical armor on that one. So if we go into our weapon skills here, you will see that right now, the only one that's leveled is my handgun. It's 1 out of 1. And if I put a point into it right now, there you go. I will be able to now use a pistol level 2 because we have that point. Now, something that you might want to be aware of, guys, as you do this is not integrated into the game just yet, but they will be unlocking these at a later date, are these side buttons here. Now, this one requires 3 points into your pistol skill to be able to use it, but it doesn't require that you have 3 points available to use. What it means is, as you put a point into this, such as this one right here, you put 1 point, now your pistol skill has 1 point. If I put 4 points into this one, the pistol skill now has 5 points available for me to use. Even though I've already used those points, I can use those into these side buttons here, but they are cumulative. So I have 5 points to use, I use 3 here, I do not have another 3 here to use, I only have another 2. So you do kind of have to be a little picky on which ones you're going to use, and as you can see, you get further and further along, there are a lot of buttons here to use. Do not be overwhelmed. It's going to take you a long time to level these skills up, so you have plenty of time to come in here and look at them at later dates and decide which route you want to go down. Some of them give you more pistol damage, some of them give you more pistol ammo so that you don't have to reload as much, and other ones give you unique abilities, such as character applies Dreadfall Fire buff, 10% chance to apply, the buff on the target with each shot, duration 30 seconds, and all sorts of really, really cool things in here. So you do need to be aware of that too. If you come in here, you will see that my armor skill is leveling up. It's about 3/4 through 1 armor skill, and I actually have one button or one thing I can use on this one in a little bit, but we still have to get hit a little bit more often before that's going to be a thing.
The door is blocked.
Alright, so that is the furthest we can go on this side. We're going to go down this way right here. Now you'll see there is blood, and that's what you're kind of following, is this little blood path right here, the trail leading you in the right direction.
It seems familiar. Is this the Bible?
Right, remember... Remember to get ammo. Now you can come through this door, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Or you can kind of cheat a little bit and come over here through this door, which will give you a little bit more room to work with. You can kind of get them out here in the hallway rather than fighting them inside that room, which is going to be a little close quarter combat. But it's all up to you on how you want to play the game, whether you want to cheat or not. But this is the way you should be going. This way will give you that little advantage, and this is the way we're going to kind of peek our head in so you guys can see what's going on, there should be another enemy in here if I remember correctly. Nope, that is all that's in here right now. Now you can see if you had come in through the other door, this would be the route that you come in from, and you'd be able to see the blood coming in, and this would be your first reaction right here. Is like, what's going on?
Nothing here either. Seems like I'm not getting any good clothes anytime soon. I begin to doubt that one can survive such blood loss.
Yeah, and as you can imagine, he did not survive. There is a body sitting right over here.
As I thought, no one escaped.
So we can go ahead and click that. It's going to be a weapon you can see on the floor.
Won't need it anymore.
And you can see in the bottom left-hand corner, you got another pistol. And there are some crumpled
People
notes over
are
here.
so nice here.
You will die. You will receive the God's wrath for what you did to us. Every minute of life spared to me, I shall be praying for your guts to be spilled on the ground. So that guy had some serious issues. If you go back into your inventory, you will see your weapon slots right here. And when you click on it, you will see your weapon that you're clicked on as well as the weapon you have equipped and the comparison between them. The green is better than the other ones. So you can kind of see just at a quick glance which ones are better than what. This one actually does 32 out of 66 versus the one you have 7 out of 12. It does have a lower crit multiplier, but at this level, just having a higher base damage is going to do so much more for you than any of the other ones. Plus, it has a higher magazine capacity. 10 instead of, or this one has 12 instead of 10. Reload speed is 2 seconds, which is a little bit slower, I believe, than the other one. I don't know why it's in green, but for now it is. So we're going to go ahead and put that one on. It will automatically take those off. You can have 3 weapons, machine gun or heavy weapon, whichever, sniper rifle or machine gun, pistol, I believe, or shotgun. And then I'm not sure what the third slot is because that has not been opened yet. So we'll close this down, go into our new weapon there, and you can try it out. You can even fire it a few times, and you can see the way they react. Now, there are 2 different types of weapons, as I mentioned before. There are the... What a strange watch. I wonder what to do with this. We got another quest here. You can see it right over there. Take the blood test. Get to the elevator. So it wants to know who to deliver that watch to, and it has some blood on it. So that's what you were trying to do, is take a blood test on the watch itself and find out whose DNA that is, so you can know who to return it to if they're still alive. But yeah, as far as weapons go, 2 different types of weapons, and we got some more creatures out here. You will see we kill a whole lot faster if I can actually hit the creature. Yeah, almost one-shotting these things. So make sure you come in here and remember, get hit, guys. Get hit often if you can. If I come up here, you'll see what my skill level is right now. If we go over to it, we're 0 right now on our armor. We have no points to spend to do anything here. But if you see I'm at about 3/4, I pull out my weapon and I stand here and get hit for a second. Come on, guys, you can do it. There we go. We're taking some damage, a little bit more, guys. This is kind of what you have to do at later dates when you're trying to level up your skill. And this is where I was kind of talking about earlier on one of my videos, where PvP matches would actually come into play, because you could sit there and grind out some of your skill levels by getting hit by other players and still achieve something, rather than coming in here and just trying to get hit by a creature to level up that skill. And I think that's probably enough right there, so I don't want to die here. Let's go ahead and kill these guys off. We'll kill that guy off real quick, and we'll pick up the digger gland. Let's go into our inventory slot. Actually, C is what we should be going into, and you'll see right here our skill level did actually go up 1 out of 3 points now. But we don't have those points to spend just yet, so we'll have to wait. We do need to take a few more hits on that. It goes up, but it doesn't go up as fast as you might like. Now, this is the route we're going to be going over here. You can see right here, quest items. To interact with the item in your inventory by pressing I, then switch to the rightmost tab. That is something we'll do as it becomes available. That's something we need to do. We have...
some kind of tin can.
We got a hand to remember. Decide what to do with the hand.
God knows what this means. Sex of the unicellular or something. That's quite some literature local researchers are into.
So he's looking at the books on the shelf right there, just giving you the ambiance to where you're at and kind of giving you an idea of what's going on. Now, there is a microwave here, there is a question mark on it, and you can stick the hand inside. I don't know what they're going about, whether it's an homage to like the movie Idle Hands, or I don't know what, but it is kind of disgusting, a little grotesque. You can heat something up in this microwave. 22 experience, 4 credits. Heat up the hand. So, yeah, that's a thing right there. Wait for the hand to be finished. God, this smells, ugh, For perhaps it was a bad idea, I hope I didn't breathe in too much of it. Finish the quest. If any of you guys out there have any idea if there is another way of doing that quest, let me know. I've never found one, but yeah, it's the hand, guys. You just microwaved it. Fairly easy to do. Let's see, we got some items. Look at it this way. We're gonna keep going over here. Remember, look around, look around.
Device ahead. Seems to be blocking the door. Try to switch it off.
Pipes are leaking, just like in my bathroom.
A little bit of humor for you. You can see we have clicked on the little device here with the E button, and it takes a little while for it to build up. There are some more enemies in here. We'll go ahead and one-shot all these guys. Oh, man. So uber now that we have that weapon on.
You didn't get electrocuted. Now try calling the elevator.
So that was a little message from the developers of the game to let you know to go ahead and share the game itself. Let people know about it. They are very grateful. They are a indie company, and they are still getting off the ground here, guys. Again, giving you ideas of what these symbols mean, because later on you're going to get those quests, and if you do not know, so many questions, guys, so many questions in chat channel asking where things are. So this is why I'm making these videos. Now the first video is going to be the longest, is getting through the tutorial. Later on the quest will be very, very simple, trying to give you a brief overview of everything.
Ripley, you there?
I don't know if that is a homage to Aliens. I think it might be, because, you know, Ripley, obviously the name of Sigourney Weaver's character. She didn't go down into those things, though. I think it was Newt that actually went down into those things. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure it has something to do with aliens, if I'm not mistaken.
These holograms are weird. What's he doing?
So it kind of shows you what's going on over there, but not really sure what to make of it just yet. You, of course, will later on down the road as things unlock.
Finally, a way out.
So you have a...
God damn. Does anything work here?
So let's go ahead and get the control panel.
The elevator control system doesn't seem to be working. We'll have to find another way. Listen, I think you should be able to squeeze into the vent, but we need to switch off the steam supply system. Use the terminal in the control room.
Alright, so the control room would be right over here, guys. Have to go inside, click on the control panel, and you can see it building up that little line right there. Make sure not to move around.
The coast is clear. Get out of there as fast as you can.
Alright, and we will start heading out of here. This will be the end of the tutorial here in a minute. Of course, we'll get to the other side, and I'll show you what happens over there. And we'll go through the vent, and this is the end of it right here, guys. You see the vent with disabled turbines, reward 71 experience, 18 credits. We're going to go ahead and hit exit. First step is done now, guys. As always, I want to thank you all for watching. Hopefully you have found this to be somewhat helpful for you. The tutorial is one of the easiest quests for you to do, though some people were having some issues with finding weapons, finding the armor to wear. We have gotten everything you can possibly get right now. So when you leave this area, you should have boots, pants, and a breastplate, and a weapon. 2 weapons, actually, at that. No machine gun just yet. But once you do come out of that, that is going to be the hole that you come out of, and you're going to be standing over here next to Engineer Lancer, and we're going to be doing those. But first, we're going to finish off Strange Barrels, and then we're going to finish off Bloodstained Watch. Those are fairly easy quests to do as well. Remember, we will pick up quests along the way, just because that is what you have to do when you run through certain areas. As always, I'm AC Gamer, and I will definitely catch you all next time. Hey guys, and welcome to the disembodied voice of AC Gamer. We are definitely going to be doing a lot more series in the future, but here are a few of them that you guys might find interesting. Of course, you're more than welcome to check them out. I would love to hear your comments. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. It's definitely the indicator that I use to tell if you guys want to see more videos like that, of that particular game style, of that series in the long run. So when you guys leave comments down, it helps me decide whether we should keep doing it, as well as whether you want to see games like that in the future. And here are a few of them right here. I kind of picked out a few of different genres. We will be doing spotlights for other YouTubers in the future. So if you want to get a little shout out, definitely let me know. If you group with me, chances are you will get a shout out in here eventually. But for now, these are just 4 series that I have that I feel like could use a little bit more attention, and that you guys might actually enjoy as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will definitely catch you all next time.